From the station with the most local news, Fox 17 Morning News at 5 starts right now.
You just feel something, man. You feel something good, and it makes you want to come back.
The Electric Forest is underway in Rothbury. Tens of thousands spending the weekend dancing, camping, and more. We'll hear the plan to keep them all safe.
And a very interesting way to go about things, thousands of pounds of protection, the way law enforcement in West Michigan plan to use military machines just like this one.
We allow you to get real race instruction, real race cars on real racetracks. That's what we provide to you, but we put you in the driver's seat. We allow you to get behind the wheel of these supercars and experience your dreams.
You want to drive a car you only thought you could dream of? We'll tell you what it's going to cost you and how long you get to be behind the wheel.
That looks like extreme fun. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leanne Town.
I'm Tim Doty. Meteorologist Kelly Smith is here again.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're all back together. Yeah.
Great to be have here. The team here together.
Back together all at once. The humidity here with us was not in Santa Fe when I woke up last weekend.
I was going to say it's probably nice, warm, dry heat in Santa Fe.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
I mean, a complete difference.
Breaking now from Fox 17 News.
We do have some breaking news out of Ottawa County where an accident has shut down eastbound I-96 near the Coopersville exit. Dispatch is busy handling this right now and they don't have a lot of information for us, but at this point we do know that the interstate is shut down. We have a crew heading to the scene and we'll update you as soon as Fox 17 gets there. So if you're heading out eastbound I-96 near the Coopersville exit is closed right now because of an accident. In other news, bullets flying again in Grand Rapids. One person was hit. Now police are on the lookout for the shooter. This latest incident happened around 1 a.m. in the 1400 block of Division. Police say one person was hit in the leg and they were driven to the hospital for treatment. No arrests so far. Please call Grand Rapids Police if you have any information.
Well, it's no doubt a very large crowd, and they're all headed to the small town of Rothbury for the Electric Forest Music Festival this weekend, if they're not already there.
Tickets sold out weeks ago. That means 40,000 people are spread out over 3 acres, and they are enjoying a music weekend and a whole lot more. Fox 17's Dave Spencer also there and has more with how police are trying to keep everybody safe.
In a Newaygo County courtroom, Fox 17 crews were the only ones to capture a mean gesture from a man accused of a cold case murder. This is Matt Jones, one of two brothers suspected in the murder of Shannon Siders in 1989. He flipped off the team of detectives who cracked this case as he was leaving the courtroom, and the victim's father says he wasn't surprised by the suspect's action.
He waved to the cold case team, but he only used one finger. Well, that's the type of person he is, I guess. When I wave, I use my whole hand.
And a little background on this. Matt and Paul Jones were arrested earlier this week for their connection to this murder. The 18-year-old's body was found 3 months after her disappearance in the Manistee National Forest. And according to police, Shannon was last seen riding in the car with the Jones brothers. No arrest had been made in this case until now. The brothers' preliminary exam was adjourned until mid-September while defense attorneys continue to examine evidence. And the 4th of July coming up next week, that's when the state says the Bob will have to stop selling alcohol for 10 days as punishment for a customer who fell to his death in their stairwell. This is according to published reports. The State Liquor Commission says Kevin O'Brien was visibly drunk and overserved before that accident. Bob denies the allegations, saying they meet and exceed all MLCC standards and that the staff performed properly on the night this happened. They also say they plan to appeal the suspension, and the punishment is expected to cause the downtown bar, cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars.
The city of Grand Rapids knows this morning who their new police chief is going to be. The search began when Chief Kevin Belk announced he was stepping down, and eventually the pool of candidates was narrowed down to 4. Chief David Rahinsky got that job yesterday. He is currently police chief in the city of Franklin, Tennessee. Grand Rapids City Manager Greg Sundstrom says when Rahinsky came to Grand Rapids, he made it clear he was the man for the job.
He was incredibly prepared. He knew facts about Grand Rapids that I guess I had forgotten. So it was refreshing to see someone who he wanted this job and he was well prepared for it.
Coming up at 5:30, we will hear more about Rahinsky's career in public service and the reason he may have beaten out the competition.
And we welcome him to West Michigan. We've probably heard the saying, life is a journey, not a destination. Well, that's certainly going to be true in South Haven this weekend.
People from all over the state of Michigan going to be scratching lines off their bucket list by driving some of these cars you see behind us. You see that word Ferrari right there. This morning, Fox 17's Christian Frank takes you along for the ride. I think the guy from Jenison echoed the thoughts of most people. I don't want to wreck anything.
No kidding, that's an expensive car right there, several of them. But I'm hearing that Christian's no longer allowed to drive the news Jeeps after
oh,
that
yeah,
experience.
after that.
So.
Got to remember what kind of vehicle you're in and where you're doing
exactly,
it.
Exactly.
Extreme Experience is going to be in South Haven through tomorrow. They're still taking reservations if you want to give it a try. Just go to fox17online.com and search Supercar if you want more info.
And if people can't make it out this weekend, they're going to be back at Gingerman the first weekend in October.
All right, it is 5:12 on this Saturday. Coming up after the break, a wild ride off a cliff. I'll tell you why these people are going in from such a high distance.
All about adrenaline rushes this morning.
You've had two presidents now saying that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when these terrorist attacks are going to happen. And we have to be ready for that.
And he's talking about military vehicles like this rolling into West Michigan, the way a local police department landed the massive machines and how they will aid in protecting all of us right here.
And there's a live look over Grand Rapids. Kelly's got your full forecast when we come back after this.
Thanks for watching Fox 17 Weekend Morning News.